far during my co-op at Kritik, I feel like I've experienced a lot of significant growth, both professionally and personally. There's been a very big, supportive and collaborative work environment, and it's really boosted my confidence, kind of developing as a professional. When you're working with a talented team and you're being entrusted with meaningful responsibilities, it's really allowed me to show my skills and what I can do, and it's always a positive environment when you get your support from those colleagues. It's really been a big emphasis on continuous learning, so I always feel like I'm learning, and in turn I feel like that's really helped me develop.
During my co-op at Kritik, I've gained so much confidence as a developing professional. I've really honed my sales techniques, I've mastered effective communication, and I embraced every challenge I faced with enthusiasm. And this hands-on experience has really instilled the belief in me that I can thrive in a career in technical sales, and I'm eager to continue growing my career.
Kritik has developed my confidence as a professional because of their constant encouragement for feedback and for sharing my thoughts, as well as radical honesty. When you're in a co-op position, going into a company, it's a little bit intimidating, and you're not sure if you want to speak out or tell your management or even other colleagues what you think. But at Kritik, it's the complete opposite. They push you to give feedback to your managers and to your colleagues. They push you to be honest. And when your ideas are being accepted and being heard, going forward, it just makes you more confident as a person to share your thoughts and share your ideas, especially when it's adding value and you're being noticed. So Kritik has improved my confidence in just the ability to be open and listen to me and take my opinions and really be useful.
My experience here at Kritik has given me a different outlook on life. It has made me confident in who I am. I have developed new skills as well as sharpened the ones I already possess. I've improved my marketing skills as well as my communication skills in my personal, professional, and academic career.
I think my experience at Kritik really allowed me to achieve that goal of being more confident. I think that, being in a startup culture, it's very fast-paced and you take a lot of ownership for the work that you do, and that was something that I was struggling with, something that I wanted to improve, and now I feel really confident in taking on new initiatives or starting something new just on my own, just to be confident in the work that I do. And yeah, that's I'm really glad that I got to learn that.
The biggest takeaway from my time at Kritik is definitely the importance and necessity of feedback. Ever since I started with Kritik, I've been receiving constant feedback and ways to improve, not only from my managers, but also from other co-op students and my peers. I've since reciprocated that action and given my thoughts and my feedback to others. And I've really seen that without feedback, you kind of stay complacent. But when you get feedback, you're constantly improving and just constantly growing. So it's something that I'm definitely going to bring to my life when I go back to school, and also other areas and other co-op opportunities going forward.
I think my greatest takeaway from working at Kritik was that you could be working at a really huge company that's functionally really great, but what makes it worthwhile is the people. Company culture at Kritik is just very communicative. There's very value driven, and as we say, we always focus on healthy mind, healthy body, and that was very necessary for me to enjoy myself in the job that I was doing. And I think that's something that I'm going to take away, for any co-op I do, that company culture is something that I highly value, and it's because of Kritik that I learned that.
There are a lot of things that I learned from my time here at Kritik. However, my biggest takeaway from this is definitely the work environment that I was surrounded with each and every day. As Kritik is a startup that is progressing tremendously, my role here was very closely knitted with my coworkers and the team. Everyone was very helpful, motivational, and genuinely cared for my well-being. This made me happy to attend work every day and made me realize that this is the environment I want to surround myself with in every venture that I go to moving forward.
So far, working at Kritik has been an amazing experience. One of my biggest takeaways has been the importance of just teamwork and collaborating with supportive colleagues. I felt like my colleagues have been able to teach me a lot, and it's really helped me from just a personal and professional growth standpoint. The company really emphasizes personal growth and being able to learn from others, and that's really what has really helped me. And overall, Critic has just been a very positive and kind of nurturing environment, and it's really just helped me as a person.
I'd say my biggest takeaway during my time being a BDR co-op at Kritik is it really gave me a chance to enhance my communication and especially my listening abilities. This is something that's crucial in the sales process, especially in prospecting. And I'm just surrounded by so many people that have taught me so much about it, and I'm very grateful for that.
I think the biggest piece of advice I could give to new co-op students is to have open and honest communication with your team, or not even just your team, with your manager or your manager's manager. Just having really great communication, in all aspects, sometimes with life, sometimes with where you are with work, can be really helpful in, clearing any air, and also just making sure that you have a good relationship with everybody you work with. So just having good, open, honest communication about anything, even if you're struggling with something, can really make a big difference in helping you improve and not feel stuck.
One advice I would give to co-op students ahead of their work term is to be confident in who they are. Coming into the work term, I was open and honest with myself, my manager, and my team. This helped me complete my work to my best of my abilities. Here at Kritik, everyone is willing to listen to you and help you wherever you may need. And so being yourself is the best way to fit in with the company, which will help you be comfortable and successful with everything that you do.
The advice I would give to a co-op student starting at Kritik would be to prepare for a lot of changing expectations and prepare for a very challenging but rewarding work experience, and get ready to be surrounded by people that you can learn a lot from.
So the first piece of advice I'd give to new or future co-op BDRs is to always try to stay positive when working. It can be hard to struggle, and you can struggle with motivation at times, but as long as you're always trying to stay positive, it can really help with some of those problems that you might be facing. The next piece of advice I'd give is always ask questions. I know I personally ask a lot of questions, and it always just helps kind of developing as a professional when you're always trying to learn and figure new things out. And the next piece of advice is I would say learn from your teammates. There's a very talented team here, and you can always learn something from the people that are performing best every week.
My advice for future co-op students at Kritik is definitely to step out of your comfort zone and be confident in your ideas and share your ideas with the team. Kritik is such a great environment to share these ideas because you could actually feel that they're being heard and being used in the company. So don't be shy, share your thoughts, share your ideas, because it will not only improve your skills, but also improve your colleagues' skills and the company as a whole. So don't be shy, get your ideas out there, share your thoughts, and step out of that comfort zone, because you really will see yourself improve when you look back and reflect.